We definitely won't be the last.
That sounds fun.
Sounds good. Keisha, that sounds great. What you say, man?
It sounds like time come for sure.
Education is the bridge between struggle and opportunity. It is how we lift families and grow a modern economy.
The proceeding was paid for by the People's National Party.
The following is paid for by the People's National Party.
Yeah, every month my parent and still no one nothing, bro.
Yeah, that's why I rate the PNP plan, you know.
Oh, the plan to remove the land cost from the low-income house them?
Yeah, man, the same plan that G. House price a drop, both are ground.
Yo, I mean, many people are serious enough.
Oh, yeah, so, General, 50,000 new low-income houses in the first term.
But my work informal, bro. I don't feel that you work for me.
General, them set the plan just for you. When they are taxi driver or barber like yourself, 6 months rent to qualify you for your mortgage.
Eh?
Yeah,
Yo,
man.
that big.
Yeah, man, plus young people are trying to get a house for the first time. First time owners, 45 and under. I will get 500,000 grand towards your housing deposit. How much you can use that to walk in our house?
45. That means you can't own no house now.
Well on there, brown man, how much? True that.
The proceeding was paid for by the People's National Party. The following is paid for by the People's National Party.
If you work long hours to keep Jamaica running, you deserve to take home every cent you earn. For too long, our police officers, firefighters, security guards, and hospitality workers have been taxed on their overtime and gratuities. That ends with the next PNP government. We will remove taxes from overtime pay and service charges. Because if you give more, you should keep more. You put in the extra work. You go beyond the call of duty. Your sacrifice should be rewarded, not taxed. It is time for fairness. It is time for respect. Jamaica, time come for a better life.
The proceeding was paid for by the People's National Party. The following is paid for by the People's National Party.
Prematurity is a medical condition, not a cause of death. I am not speaking to you as just a politician, not as a PNP, not as a doctor, but as a Jamaican. We must put Jamaicans first. We must modernize hospitals and clinics, expand primary care, train and keep more nurses and doctors, strengthen maternal and child health, and expand mental health services in every parish. This is about more than healthcare. It is about life, dignity, and hope. Because in a new Jamaica, no mother should fear losing her baby or her own life, and no Jamaican should be left without care. Jamaica, time come for a better life.
The proceeding was paid for by the People's National Party.
Chip, 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 hey. Chip, chip, chip. Call the election now. Bro, God, we've had enough. Call the election now. You time up, bro, get up. Time come. You can hide as much. We know why you a drive the big scam bus. Them 28 book, they way you shuffle up. Just understand, say everybody boy you fed up. Call the election now. Bro, God, we've had enough. Call the election now. You time up, bro, get up. Time come. Before you work, you're busy hustle instead. While the hospitals not no bed, you take with for fools and I tell peer lies, bro, we know you compromise. Call the election now. Bro, God, we've had enough. Call the election now. You time up, bro, get up. Time come. We've had enough. Believe me, you'll lose with trust. Time for justice, your system corrupt. 9 years of this, we cup full up. Call the election now. Bro, God,
We want it now. We want it now. We're tired. We're tired. We're tired. We're tired of them now with them false promise. Heavenly Father God, we want you. We need your divine intervention. We need it now.
Crime and safety. Your future depends on the right measures for crime being put in place. And I think you're mature and smart enough to realize it's not just about police and soldiers patrolling the streets. It has to start with healing ourselves and our communities and giving our at-risk youth a second chance to become productive citizens. Many of you will know a young person that the education system failed, who, if he or she had that second chance through mentorship, training, remedial education, and job placement, could become a positive contributor to our society instead of chopping and pushing badness. Time come to use your vote to change that. Find out everything you need to know about voting at markgoldingja.com/vote. Remember, get out and vote. Your voice, your vote, your choice. Domestic violence is higher than ever. Violent crime is fed by a general lack of moral norms, discipline, and behavioral standards in this society. We must address this. Time come to establish legislation with effective mechanisms and remedies to protect survivors. Time come to implement support centers in every parish to provide safe havens for the survivors of domestic violence and sexual assaults. Your vote matters.
Jamaican people want better.
Education. Education is the best antidote to poverty, passing from this generation to the next. Your vote can help to make tertiary education more accessible to everyone. Your vote can help eliminate the requirement of a guarantor for students to access a student loan. It can help to cap student loan payments at a manageable percentage of your actual income so that the state, not you, the student, bears the risks of low pay or unemployment. And if you lose your job and you're unemployed, we will suspend loan payments and tack them to the back end of your loan without any penalties. That's what your vote can do. Find out everything you need to know about voting at markgoldingja.com/vote. Remember, get out and vote. Your voice, your vote, your choice. Our environment. We need a government that means what it says when it comes to protecting our environment. The cockpit country, our rivers, our mangroves, coral reefs, and our beaches. That doesn't just say nice sounding things at international climate conventions, but meanwhile allows what's happening here in Jamaica to destroy our natural environment permanently. We need a government that ensures that the National Environmental and Planning Agency, NEPA, is really independent and can protect us. That will amend the law so that there are heavy penalties on big polluters who recklessly damage our country. We know climate change is real and we're willing to fight for change. Find out everything you need to know about voting at markgoldingja.com/vote. Remember, get out and vote. Your voice, your vote, your choice. Jobs and wages. So many of you said you wanted to become successful, to help out your families and enjoy your life. Do you realize that many of the world's largest businesses today are in the same age range as many of you? Amazon is 28, Google 24, Facebook 18, Instagram 12, and TikTok is 6. New technologies will continue to disrupt and supersede existing industries. And as the world goes increasingly digital, Jamaica must not be left behind. We need our own digital transformation, bringing affordable broadband internet to every Jamaican home to help our young Jamaicans to compete and outshine their peers across the world. Your vote can help us to make those necessary changes. Find out everything you need to know about voting at markgoldingja.com/vote. Remember, get out and vote. Your voice, your vote, your choice.
There comes a point in each person's life where they are tasked with an important decision. A decision that may affect not only them, but also their country.
Change gon' come, change gon' come, yes it will.
A decision to keep things the way they are, or a decision that will bring meaningful change. We choose change to provide wider access to homes and land ownership, for good health care.
There's a travel advisory issued by the U.S. State Department advising of the poor state of our hospitals and the prohibitive costs associated with accessing private health care.
And access to quality education from early childhood to the tertiary level. A change to decrease crime and give our youths a chance. A change from unfulfilled promises to renewed trust. A change from corruption to good governance.
If I were in your position, I would take for myself and hand over to someone else who is not compromised.
We choose a Jamaica that is run democratically, not autocratically. We choose a Jamaica where if you break the law, you pay the price, no matter who you are. If, like me, you truly want a better future for all Jamaicans, not just a few, then make the decision to choose change for yourself, for your family, and for Jamaica.
The following message is brought to you by the People's National Party. Was brought to you by the People's National Party.
Not one new high school built in 9 years. Children learning in church halls. Desks falling apart. Termite damaged roofs. Is that choosing Jamaica? The PNP will invest in education again because we choose you.
%100% pay raise for MPs.
The truth is you get the quality of governance that you elect. And every government is afraid to touch it because if you touch it, people say you don't deserve it. Why we should pay you more and the country not running well? The country not running well because of that very reason.
Public work has been waiting years for theirs.
I mean, we've done our homework, so I don't know that these salaries
you don't want me to share with the public.
Put parliamentarians and ministers in Jamaica higher than any other country in the Caribbean
you're trying
region.
to stop me from sharing.
No, I'm not.
They say choose Jamaica, but it's clear they've been choosing themselves for nearly a decade. The PNP believes in a fair deal for our public sector workers. We choose you.
Jamaica's public health system is broken. Every week we hear the horror stories. Long waiting times, no beds, basic equipment not working. Hospitals and clinics are in crisis.
While this government cuts ribbons, Jamaicans are being left to suffer in overcrowded, under-resourced facilities like this one.
The next PNP government will change this. We're going to shift focus. We want to prioritize actual care for people when they're sick, not these mega projects with huge cost overruns and that can't finish years after they start.
Refurbishing every operating theatre, creating urgent care centres island-wide so people stop waiting days for help on benches or floors.
We're going to launch national screening programs to target the biggest killers of our people: cancer, hypertension, which is pressure, diabetes, which is sugar. We want to catch them early so that people's lives can be saved. We will make the investments to ensure that every parish hospital has the equipment it needs to deliver the services required by the people.
And stop the outsourcing racket that leaves patients with nothing but bills and delays.
And we will support our health.
I'm a son of the soil. I love the sea, I love the sun, Lord, I love this land. Don't matter where I go, Jamaica is my home. I love the girls, coconut water and white rum. I hear some people say they are going away, but if I even leave, I won't be going away to stay. I'm a born Jamaican, I'm a son of the soil. I love the sea, I love the sun, Lord, I love this land. Don't matter where I go, Jamaica is my home. I love the girls, coconut water and white rum.
Yeah, man. Comrades, we want to say a special good night to you from the People's National Party. We are in the People's Republic of Red Bank, and we welcome you. We welcome our next Prime Minister, the party leader, Mark Jefferson Golden, your next Member of Parliament, Norman Newton Scott. Like anything else, comrade, all it, the foundation of the People's National Party was built from above. I would like to invite the Lord's presence before we make any further move. And I call on Comrade, Chairman of the Southfield Division, Comrade Roy Wade, to move prayer.
Good evening, comrades. We look good, and I'm feeling good. Shall we, in true PNP style, just invite the Lord to look over our meeting and to bless us as we go? Shall we pray? Your mighty and eternal God, we come to you yet again, seeking your mercy, seeking your grace, giving you thanks for all that you have done for us, for keeping us safe on the road, for protecting our party leader, our candidates. We say thanks, mighty God. As we progress into this meeting tonight, I pray that you keep us safe. Help us that we'll have words of wisdom, words of integrity, words of trust, words that will bring Jamaica back to the place that it needs to be. Father God, just bless us together as a people with one focus, one aim, one destiny. In your name we pray. Amen.
Comrade Leighton Simmet, please report. Comrade Leighton Simmet, Doggy Simmet, Councillor for the Maysville Division, please report on stage just about now. Comrade Roy Wade, thank you so much for inviting the Lord's presence. And I know that we are blessed people. Our party was built by the blessing of the Most High. Thanks to Comrade Norman Manley, who set the foundation. Followed through by Comrade Michael Joshua Manley, PJ Pattison, Portia Simpson Miller, PJ Fattison, and now Marky G. And we say, heal all comrade leaders. Yeah, man. Comrade Leighton, check in. Comrades, we have had a good day. We have toured the hills and valley of Southeast St. Elizabeth and Southwest St. Elizabeth. And comrade party leader, you have seen the terrain and the roads that we have to traverse and the farming areas and what we have been going through in Southeast St. Elizabeth and Southwest St. Elizabeth. And we are indeed happy to have you here to see firsthand. And we know that when the People's National Party form the next government, we are going to have a better road, better agriculture, more water. Everything will be blessed. Run a tune for me. Blood on fire. Blood on fire. Blood on fire.
March, we are march. March, march. March, we are march. March, march. Now we are marching on to progress. Time comes on the alarm. Now we don't care what the liberals say or what they say we are. Now we need to fight the liberals and to set Jamaica free. We are the road and fire comrades, and we march into victory. Everything they broke down, we have to build back. We have to build back better than before. Everything they take away, we have to bring back. We have to set it right and restore. Time comes, ease off the pressure. Jamaica can't take no more. We are stepping out of darkness into the light and knocking down corruption door. Now we are marching on to progress. Time comes on the alarm. Now we don't care what the liberals say or what they say we are. Now we need to fight the liberals and to set Jamaica free.
We know our comrade leader has had a long day, but Marky G have enough patience to see the bus them are rolling, my boss. People still far away. We want to invite Comrade Leighton Simit, Councillor for the Marsville Division, to join us on stage immediately. Watch the Marky G, the truck just a come. So selector, until Comrade Leighton reach us, just run the blood on fire.
March, we are march. March, march. March, we are march. March, march. Now we are marching on to progress. Time comes on the alarm. Now we don't care what the liberals say or what they say we are. Now we need to fight the liberals and to set Jamaica free. We are the road and fire comrades, and we march into victory. Everything they broke down, we have to build back. We have to build back better than before. Everything they take away, we have to bring back. We have to set it right and restore. Time comes, ease off the pressure. Jamaica can't take no more. We are stepping out of darkness into the light and knocking down corruption door. Now we are marching on.
Comrade. Hold it. Hold on, selector, hold on there. Hold on there. Start well. Your time soon coming to start well because a party time we are march Guess what, comrades? You see how the PNP party had to over here, so we are march. Over there, so we are march. In the truck, we are march. To the left, to the right, we are march. Comrades, at this time I want to welcome some great comrades from the Southeast St. Elizabeth constituency. Comrade who are here from the Southfield division. Yeah, man. Comrade Peter Powell from the Malvern division. Yeah, man. Comrade Kevin Gill from the Junction division. Yeah. I want to say a big respect to all the comrade campaign team members, Comrade Barney and others, Comrade Wentworth Skeffrey, Deputy General Secretary. Yeah, man. Big up yourself. To all the hard-working members of the campaign team from Southeast St. Elizabeth, to all the foot soldiers, the workers, the voters, the perpetrators of the philosophy of the People's National Party, we say one PNP welcome, one welcome. Yeah, man. Yeah, man, so we ask the police officers to kindly address the parking. Thank you. Comrades, we're going to be brief. At this time, on behalf of all the councillor candidates and the council of Southeast St. Elizabeth, I would like to invite to the microphone the one and only standard bearer for the constituency. Yeah. Comrades, please help me and selector work with me. Welcome, councillor par excellence, Comrade Len Smith, to the microphone. Councillor. Chairman, my friend, my brother, comrade councillor candidates, my next member of parliament come September 3rd, whether you believe it or not, comrade Norman Scott. The next member of parliament for Southern St. Andrew and the next Prime Minister of Jamaica, Comrade Mark Jefferson Golden. Comrades, you the workers, the warriors, the foot soldiers of the People's National Party, I greet you in the name of Michael Joshua Manley, and I greet you with love. Comrades, history is in making here in Red Bank tonight. We have never seen anything like this before in Red Bank, and I must say to you, put your hands together for yourself, comrades. Comrades, when we went on the motorcade today, I will drive through the areas, and when I see the comrades running from all parts of the land, coming down to greet the People's National Party, I know time has come, and the time is now. The time has come for us to get rid of corruption. The time has come for us to get a member of parliament who cares and who will do the work to develop Southeast St. Elizabeth. The time has come for we to get a prime minister who believes in the poor, who believes in fairity and equal rights for each and every one, who believes in being very, very positive and not being corrupt. Comrade Mark Jefferson Golden. Comrades, let me say this to you. September 3rd is my birthday, and I'm asking for a birthday gift from all of you, comrades. I want you to give me that birthday gift and to send the People's National Party to victory. The Lord is love, comrades. One love. All right, comrade. Yeah, man, you hear the powerful speech from the councillor. September 3 is his birthday. September 3rd will be the mark of the resurrection of Jamaica from the arms of the wicked. Yeah, man. You know, coming out of the debate, a comrade said tree love. No, I said to a comrade tree love. And the comrade said, no, you know, comrade Stuart, a 7 love. Kamaki G, beat such man by 5 length. Yeah, man. Yeah. When you see me come out in me Ibrahim Traore time, you know, see how big things are going, because them youth, they are liberator. And Marky G are going to liberate Jamaica. Comrades, without further ado, I would like to introduce to the microphone the next member of parliament for Southeast St. Elizabeth. Yeah, man. A son of the soil, used to drive truck at our part, lived in Goshen. We went to high school together. A young man who I know from a little boy. We grew up together and we meet again for the good of the People's National Party. No man, stop. Stop it. No man. No man. No man. No man. No man. No man.
Comrade Chairman, Comrade, the sole standard bearer in this constituency, Comrade Leighton Smith, Comrade Councillor candidates Wade, Powell and Gale, Comrade members of the campaign team. I'm not sure if Comrade former MP is here, but I guess he might be in the crowd. And of course, former councillor candidate for the Junction Division, Comrade Schaefer, Justin Schaefer. Comrades, the champion, the winner, in make it 3 love, and come on Wednesday, it will be 4 love. The next Prime Minister. The next Prime Minister, Mark Jefferson Golden. Comrade workers, warriors, foot soldiers, I'm feeling good this evening. I'm feeling on top of the world. Because when I drove into the place, I realized that Red Bank the PNP river come down bank to bank. Comrades, you have a man who is squatting in Parliament. You have a man who, for the last almost 10 years, all he does is go to Parliament and mark his name and sleep. Comrades, he goes around and he said, him born in the parish, him born in the constituency, him live in the constituency, him do everything in the constituency, but him don't do nothing for the constituency. Him say him drive on the bad road with all of you. Him wake up in the morning and him not have no water like all of you. But tell him, comrades, time come for the end of that, because Norman Scott is going to put that to rest. Comrades, I've been here 1 year and about 6 days. Tomorrow going to make 7 days since I've been in the constituency as the candidate for this constituency. But comrades, I've driven from every corner, every wall, every hill, every valley, and I've seen the needs of the constituency. Just the other day, I went up to a place called Patson, and comrade leader, you know what I see up there? A dam that was built by Derek Rochester. And comrade leader, that place can support the entire Malvern and parts of Myersville. A reservoir that is up there. I tell you, he's in the place. I know he was here. Welcome, former MP, Comrade Lendley. Comrade Lendley can tell you, comrade leader, that reservoir can supply almost half of this part of the constituency. But guess what? From them Monday take government, no water no go up there. No water no go up there. Well, I tell the people, have no fear, because Scotty is here. And I'm going to make sure that when I go to Parliament, the first day when I sign my name, I am leaving, come down here to do some things. But I'm going to do another thing, because I'm going to the Water Commission to make sure that we get water into that reservoir and get water to the people. Comrade leader, round by Bullsab that we passed this evening, again another reservoir up there. It did us so long, comrade leader, that down to the Water Commission people don't know that a pipe lead up to it. They went, if the owners of the land never stand up strong and tell them so them can't cut the road because of them fix them road, go up to them yard. Because them come for cut the road for put pipe. But the pipe was already there and they didn't even know. Shame on the man who talk about him go in bed and wake up and not have no water like all of you. Time come for the end of that. But comrade leader, I have some plans for this constituency. And you see, because I'm an action man, and I know how to get things done. The man who is going to be your Minister of Health, I took him down here on a tour Wednesday. And we went around to Junction. And I've been talking about this Junction hospital from the day I came here and I saw what the place was like. But comrade leader, I was so shocked out of my wits because the place is there already. The infrastructure is there already. All needs to be done is to put the thing into operation. So I will tell you this, comrade leader. Your Minister of Health know about it already, and I'm telling you about it now. And when I come to Parliament, I'm going to leave and come to your office to remind you that the people of Southeast are depending on me. A man is here on the tour with us. He lives in the state. He came down with his wife only for one purpose, to vote out these people. You know what he tell me? He told me, comrade leader, that there's 3 people dead in him car. He might carry them go hospital. 2 going up to Mandeville and 1 going down to Black River. And I said, time come to end them kind of things there. Because when we have the Junction Hospital and St. Elizabeth get the second hospital, that will come to an end. Comrades, I know the leader tired because he work hard. And last night, after that, the sterling performance, he really need a rest. But I have to talk some more things, comrade leader. Because I know how to get things done, comrades. I'm telling the leader what I'm going to require when I become the next MP for this constituency. Them cuss taxi man and call them all kind of names. But I love taxi people because they are the ones who help to carry you and your children each day. Because all of we have own transport. But comrade leader, Junction is so fast developing. These people who are here don't understand what development is and how to have development in a structured way. Right now, the taximan them park all kind of way out of Junction because the little place that they reserve and say they can use, it's bursting to its seam. And I am telling the citizens of Red Bank and Southeast St. Elizabeth tonight that I know how to build taxi park because of plenty of that may have a Spanish town. And I am going to give the taxi operators a place that they can use to ply their trade without being harassed anywhere by anyone. So don't be afraid. Don't be worried. Again, Scott is here to take care of the things. Comrade leader, I know that you have a passion for roads in this country, Jamaica land we love. You remember I was there 2 years ago in the diaspora when the diaspora people were asking you all kind of questions and you were so calm and cool and answered all of them. Well, I'll tell you, this constituency, comrade leader, a whole heap of them fly down to come make sure that you get there. Whole heap of them. So comrades, the last thing I'm going to tell you now, going to do is Junction being the fastest developing town in Jamaica. And I say comrades, that because of the development that is coming. You need somewhere that you do business with government, because trust me, almost everything that you need to do, you have to do something with government. And so leaving Junction and its environment to either go to Black River, Santa or Mandeville, those days are coming to an end. Because I've spoken to some of the businessmen and they have said to me, man, you know how long we want something like this to come here? Well, I'll tell them the only thing that will prevent it is if you don't give me to Market G. If you don't give me to Market G. Because I'm telling you, I know how to get things done. And I have already started looking at places that we can now retrofit into being a tax office. But comrade leader, I sympathize and I empathize with the youths, because most of them, all of them, are depending on just farm work. And you know that each MP only gets 40 farms. But I'm saying to them again, don't be worried, because the day I'm elected and go to Parliament and I get my name signed, I am coming back to the constituency. Because Comrade Blake, him have one round at Bonavesta, comrade leader. You see the generator that them put around there? It can supply power to the whole of this place. You know what, comrade leader? It lock up. I am coming to open all of those community centers, because I'm going to be partnering with Art NTA, and I'm going to be training young people, whether it's female or male, because I believe that education is the only way passport you have out of poverty. And when I train young people to level 4, they can go anywhere in the world and work and be certified. Comrades, those are the things I have in store for this constituency. And like what I have up in Suffrage Heights, comrade leader, I have a little studio that I build, give them, you know. And I've told the youths in Bonavesta that place which is so nice, that community center, I am going to put a little studio up on it too and give the youth, because them need a bus too. So comrades, all of the things you hear me talk can only happen if you go on the 3rd. Because I know that they are traversing, if not, them have all, some of them inside there now tear me if you go play back. But I don't care. What I want to say is that I have put on my eagle eye and I am watching them and I'm looking at them, because if them think them going to come with them bag of money to come buy vote, them have a second guest coming. Look here, them all are send KFC yesterday, comrade leader. Them have KFC a giveaway because them think that them can catch poor people with food. Well, comrades, I know that the comrades of Southeast St. Elizabeth, them can't catch no with no KFC. When them come with them, they got $20,000 back with that because of money with them thief. And as Damien said, one of the reasons why them are trying to spend out the money, because one by one, them what? One by one, them what? So, you see all them I do, and I spend money and I do all kind of money. I feel taxpayers' money, them thief, and I bring back to try and buy you. So, you know, comrade leader and comrades, I am angry because when I look and see how them trying to treat my black brothers and sisters, my comrades, I am upset. But you know, I told you already, nomination day, when I came down here and I looked from up the top there and I saw the comrades, I said yes. Yes, Southeast ready. Southeast ready. Southeast ready for a change. And the change is Norman Scott. The change is Norman Scott. The change, comrade, you know, I have a man in whom I am proud, in whom I have all the confidence, in whom I put all my trust in, because I've watched him in several places. I've listened to him in different occasions. I've been with him, as a matter of fact, comrades, I'm one of his lieutenants because I'm one of the vice president of this noble movement. And I only became a vice president, and I told him that I become a vice president, comrade leader, because I want to step out a road with you, because I know you're a roots man. And so, comrades, this is a man who a couple of years ago, I wanna all know about it in Ukraine, how the bomb them a drop all kind of place. And our little picnic them where they down there study, I fret for them life and don't know how them ever reach back at Jamaica. And when them reach out to the government of Jamaica, the government tell them say them going to give them a loan. But there comes the savior. There comes the savior who went into his own bank account and take out his own money. Comrades, the last one, because I know enough youth go to place, do them little thing, and with them spliff. I mean, know a youth dead, and him say, no more youth should ever die for over one spliff. And so, the man who craft the legal thing and bring it to Parliament and make sure it pass through all the books, unlike them where everything them bring, the court turn it on. I am bringing to you a bright man, a man of integrity, a man who love the people, a man from the people, a man who born here, Anya, and Agostiania.
Pull up that selector. All of the distinguished comrades on the platform, Councillor Smith, MP in waiting, next MP for Southeast St. Elizabeth, Comrade Norman Scott, former Member of Parliament, veteran in the business, Comrade Len Blake. All of the comrades here in Red Bank, as has been said, oh my gosh man, the NP River come down bank to bank in a Red Bank. It is indeed a pleasure to be in Red Bank again. And I want to thank all the comrades who have been on our tour today in our motorcade as we went around greeting the people and those who have joined us here at this meeting. Your support has been wonderful. Your expressions of love have been inspiring. And I want to thank you so much for being part of this movement and part of the victory that we're going to enjoy on Wednesday, the 3rd of September. As Councillor Smith has said, it is his birthday on the 3rd of September. And we're going to big him up on his earth strong by delivering Norman Scott to Garden House, which will help to ensure that Iman Marky G heads to Jamaica House. Comrades, the journey that we've been on as a party over the past nearly 5 years has not been an easy journey. We came after the 2020 general election with only 14 out of 63 in the parliament, in the House of Representatives. Dr. Peter Phillips decided he was going to step down as party leader, and I was persuaded to put myself forward and took on the task of rebuilding the party, unifying the party, preparing the party to be ready so that at the next the local government election first and the general election after that, we would be able to deliver what the people of Jamaica need and what the supporters of the People's National Party want to see happen. Well, comrades, I can report to you tonight that we have done the work. We have energized the party. We have energized our supporters. We have unified the party. The party is united and strong. And as a united political force, our movement is unstoppable. Comrades, the election day workers, the security forces, the police and soldiers voted today. And I am reliably informed that the turnout was much higher than it was 5 years ago. Much higher. And comrades, you know, when the people are energized to come out and vote, it is a good sign for the party that is in the wilderness and coming back to take up the reins of service to the nation. Comrades, in Norman Scott, you have a very experienced political practitioner. You have a man who has been a councillor for many years, a man who has been a mayor for many years, chairing the largest parish council in the country in St. Catherine. You have the head of the councillor caucus, which is the PNP councillors across Jamaica, and somebody who has a track record of delivering for the people he represents. He knows how to get things done. He is a man of action. Now I can tell you, comrades, that the person who is there now as a member of parliament for this constituency is a low energy individual. Low energy. The kind of plans that Norman Scott has outlined today, there is no way that the man who holds that seat now could deliver on those plans. It would never happen. But I believe that when Scotty puts his mind to it and his understanding of how to get things done to it, you're gonna see progress here in Southeast. You're gonna see him delivering for the people. noted the key elements of his plan. I have noted that the water problems, which are a big issue for the people of Southeast, that he has identified 2 reservoirs that are not in use currently, but which can be recommissioned to supply water to the people. I have noted his intention to establish a government complex so that the services that the people need can be obtained right in the center, in Junction, rather than having to go elsewhere in the constituency to get business done. I have noted his dream of establishing a hospital in Junction. And indeed, he has said that he's already identified the essential elements that need to be in place for that dream to become reality. And comrades, I am somebody who loves to support hard work and loves to support progress. And I can assure you that if you give me Norman Scott, I will do whatever I can to support his efforts to deliver progress to the people of Southeast St. Elizabeth. Now, comrades, the last few weeks have been good for the People's National Party. We published our manifesto almost 3 weeks ago. It took Jamaica by storm. The people have heard our plans and they've responded favorably to our plans. They love what we're going to be doing for the farmers of Jamaica, establishing the Agricultural Development Fund, because they know that the Tourism Enhancement Fund was a major contributor to the development of the tourism industry in Jamaica over the last 30 years, building it to becoming the most vibrant and largest industry in the country. And we can do the same for agriculture, where Jamaica has tremendous competitive advantages and where St. Elizabeth is the pearl in the jewel in the crown. So farmers, you can expect a new deal with the PNP, with intensified support for the expansion of production. And I hope to, next week, Thursday, we will be in a position, I am sure, to start delivering on that mission. Comrades, you may have heard about our plans to increase land ownership in the country. Over 700,000 Jamaicans living on public lands don't have no title. They may have built their homes on them, but they don't have proof of ownership, and they don't have the way of realizing the economic value of the place that they call home. That is because of a colonial era law which said you have to live at least 60 years on public land before you can become entitled. We are going to reduce that to 25 years, and we're going to issue titles to persons who have been on the land or after 25 years. And comrades, by our calculations, that is going to unlock value of over $1 trillion Jamaican dollars, over 1,000 billion Jamaican dollars to the families of that 700 million Jamaicans who are in that position. It will be the most significant transfer of ownership in the history of Jamaica, and that is the mission of the People's National Party. Comrades, we want to bring a better quality of life to the workers of the country. Those workers who are suffering under the system of repeated short-term contracts, having them like a yo-yo on a string without the benefits of the rights that they're supposed to have as workers. We are going to eliminate that and ensure that they are treated as full-time permanent employees with all the rights that they should have and all the benefits that should accrue to them. We're going to give a break to the first 3.5 million of income so that the workers and the families, the working families who are struggling to make ends meet in this country will no longer have to pay income tax on the first 3.5 million of their income. And for those who earn overtime pay and currently are taxed on their overtime pay, we are going to eliminate tax on overtime pay for anyone earning up to $6 million a year, so that they will have a better take-home amount in their pocket on payday. Similarly, we are going to remove the taxes from the tips and gratuities of the tourism workers and the hospitality industry as well, because we've been talking to the hotel workers and we see where they feel that it is unfair to them. That was a benefit that they had and it was removed, and we intend to give it back to them as well. Comrades, we are going to be building affordable houses. Our vision and our plan is to build 50,000 affordable homes in the next 5 years, at least 500 in each constituency. And we are going to be doing it on lands that are not suitable for agriculture, because we do not support taking agricultural land out of agricultural production. But people need houses, and the houses that have been built under the Jamaica Labour Party, except for the 1 and 2 that Andrew Holness run around cutting ribbon for. But the vast majority of homes built in Jamaica under the labor rights are 30 million, 40 million, 50 million and up, out of range for the people of Jamaica who need homes. So we, as a progressive party, have to take that on, and we have already conceptualized the design, and those homes will be built, and how we're going to finance them as well. We're working on that as well. And for the young people who want to have buy their first home, anyone up to 45, if you're contributing to the National Housing Trust for at least 2 years, you will get a grant from the NHT, money you don't have to repay, $500,000 to help you pay down on the house if you're buying a home. The People's National Party is going to help our young people step up into ownership. We have many other plans and programs. I'm not going to go through our entire manifesto, but the launch of the manifesto gave us some energy. And then we've had 2 massive rallies, and then the debates. And the debates have been a great success for the PNP, because we have disposed of our opponents in all 3 debates and left them reeling. So much so that today, on the day that the police officers are to vote, there were all these hoaxes, bomb scares in government buildings in Kingston. I don't know if you heard about it. And the Minister of National Security, in an act of absolute irresponsibility, ran out and said that PNP elements are the ones behind the bomb scare. We had to issue a release and point out to the people that there is a pattern of that behavior that this Jamaica Labour Party government has embarked upon since they called the election. 2 times in central Kingston, there was some shooting near where they were having a meeting. And them run out and say, it's PNP do it. And when you check a stop, nothing no go so. Those were gang related or other things that had nothing to do with politics. And they were trying to fan the flames of political division by irresponsible remarks. And now the Minister of National Security himself is attempting to do that. Well, I can assure you that those bomb scares had nothing to do with the People's National Party. We are not the ones who are trying to disrupt the voting of the police, because we know that the police want change, and we know that the majority of the votes going into the ballots from the police are saying X beside the head. comrades, when you see the behavior, and we realize that they know that they're heading for a defeat, and they don't want to accept defeat. So you can expect them to do all kinds of things between now and Wednesday. All I can say to you, comrades, is we are not for sale. Michael Manley taught us that. They cannot buy us out, because we want to see a better life for ourselves and our children. And a little benefit now that done in no time cannot pay you for the loss of the opportunity to have good government under the People's National Party, taking your nation, your community, and your family to a better life. And if them come with any intimidation, them can't scare we. We're not afraid of nobody. We believe in love, but we won't be pushed over. We will stand firm, as Michael Manley taught us. We will stand firm, because we know that the 3rd of September is a historic date for Jamaica, for all Jamaicans, where we'll have the opportunity to change course from a corrupt, nepotistic, cronyistic government run by people who use the resources of the state to enrich themselves and don't care about the people who need help, and build a new nation built on principle, good government, transparency, and accountability, where the people are at the center of everything we do. And that is my commitment to you tonight. So, comrades, in closing, I am asking all of you to stay very focused, because the next few days are important. And when Wednesday comes, I'm asking you to get up early, go down to the polling station, bring every comrade who we know of, anybody who has voted for the PNP before, anybody who says they want to vote for us this time round, even if they haven't supported us before, and put your X beside the head, beside the name of Norman Scott for the People's National Party, and deliver Southeast St. Elizabeth to the People's National Party once again. Comrades, the word is love. Power to the people. Power to the people. Power to the people, I say.
But we don't care what the liberals say or what they say we are. Now we need.
Hold it. Comrades! Yeah, man. I want to introduce on front stage former principal of the Great Hampton High School, Mrs. Heather Murray. Comrade leader, you're in the breadbasket of Jamaica. You're in Southeast St. Elizabeth, the farming community I want to present to you. And I ask Mrs. Murray to introduce your team and the presentation.
Let's do it quickly, please.
Our Jamaica is for our children. Who else? Let them tell you how it is. Speak up, my children. Speak.
We salute you, Uncle Marky G. Please take it home to Auntie Sandra when you get home.
Yeah, man. Thank you very much for this beautiful basket of the best produce in Jamaica from here in St. Elizabeth. I know that Auntie Sandra will be very happy to receive it. Thank you.
We love you, Uncle Marky G, and thank you for coming.
Thank you, my lovely young ladies. God bless you. Give me a little hug. Yeah. Bless you, darling. Thank you very much, everybody. Safe travel home. Wednesday will be our day. Victory.
victory. Victory we say.
March, 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 we are march, march, march. Now we are marching on progress. Standing up is up, we are loud. We don't care what.
Hold on, selector. Hold on, selector. Hold it. Comrades, I want to make a special appeal to the police officers. We thank you for your service, but we encountered some difficulty when we were passing by country, and we want you to move ahead of us, comrade, with the police officers to secure the comrades that is passing through and the party leader, because they are savages and they are vampires, they are vicious. So comrades, be safe, be clear. Comrades, before you go, Jamaica, arise.
The trumpet has sounded, my countrymen all, so awake from your slumber and answer the call. The torch has been lighted, the dawn is at hand. Who joins in the fight for his own native land? Land of my birth, I pledge to thee, loyal and faithful to thee.
One love, comrade. Run the blood off fire, make me move.